That was a good ball there. Let's see what TrackMan says about that one. Okay. TrackMan says that I hit that ball 296 yards, but I did it at only 103 miles an hour. So, you know, if you check out the chart that TrackMan puts out showing you the, you know, the optimal distance that you're able to hit the ball at certain speeds and certain angle of attacks, you would see that that's pretty darn near the top. I think maybe I could do it a little bit better, but boy, 296 yards out of 103 miles an hour, that's pretty good. That ball was smoked, considering I didn't swing very fast. So let's talk about the keys in this video of what makes you be distance efficient. Hit the ball very far without using a lot of effort or club head speed. Stay tuned. Okay, so according to TrackMan, the average male golfer now currently swings about 92 miles an hour, but their average drive is only like 215 yards. Really distance efficient. That's an awful lot of energy to only create 215 yards. When looking at the chart here, I see that with maximum efficiency at 92 miles an hour, I would expect to hit a little more like 255. So we're talking about 40 yards that's missing here. Now, would you rather train, 40 yards, you'd have to swing, what, 13, 14, 15 miles an hour faster if you were going to keep the same efficiency or relative lack of and get your drive up to 255. That's an awful lot of effort. I wouldn't want to have to train for 15 more miles an hour, and I certainly wouldn't want to have to feel like I'm swinging that hard to only go 255. So here are some of the keys for distance efficiency. Number one, I hit up on the ball. I hit up on that ball about 3 degrees. That helps us increase our efficiency, as we know, instead of hitting down. On this one, I had a smash factor of 1.51, which is pretty much a perfect score on here, 1.51. So yeah, I had 157 miles of ball speed at only 103 miles an hour. So smash factor is a ratio of 157 divided by 103 and change, whatever the decimal point is. And that gives me 1.51. I think the average smash factor for the PGA Tour for the entire year hovers around almost a 1.49. So they're just hitting the ball dead in the sweet spot. So a good player is hitting the sweet spot, you know, dead on 9 out of 10 times. Well, TrackMan is showing that the average smash factor for the average golfer is about 1.42. So at this speed, that would mean that I'm losing, boy, 10 miles an hour of ball speed. That would be a lot. So besides angle of attack and smash factor, I'm looking at 3 more pieces of data. I'm looking at launch angle, which in this case was 11 degrees, and spin rate. My spin rate there was 2,000 RPMs roughly, and my landing angle there was 32 degrees. So we need a blend of launch angle and spin. We need a blend of it. We need the right combination for our speed and our angle of attack. So how much spin is the right amount of spin? How much launch angle? It's like, how much rope do I need? It's an open-ended question. You can't really pin it down until you know more. If you have a lower amount of spin, you'd need a higher amount of launch to keep the ball up in the air. But overall, what you're looking for, the magic number is in your landing angle. A landing angle of somewhere between, say, 32 and 37 degrees is where you're going to max your distance out. So if you have a low hitting drive that climbs a lot, lands at 32 degrees or 35 degrees, well, for you, that style of swing and that angle of launch, that's going to be about your perfect trajectory. However, we know that the longest drives get hit from a combination of high launch and low spin. So, at 103, if I could have launched this thing at 14 degrees by hitting up on it a little more or what have you, and get my spin down to like 1800 RPMs, this ball may have gotten another 5 or 6 yards. So even I could squeeze out a little more efficiency if I sought to. At that point though, you know, 5 or 6 yards, I think I'd rather lower my score by going on the putting green and practicing a little bit more than tinkering with this for an extra 5 or 6 yards. But if you're missing 40, boy, your practice could be more efficient too. You want to figure out, you know, why you're missing smash factor. Why is my spin too high? Why is my launch too low? Or maybe why is my launch too high? You really want to get in on a TrackMan. I really recommend it. Get all the data, send it to me. I'll analyze it for you, no sweat. So being distance efficient is one of the ways that you can hit the ball longer without trying as hard. And you know, that's less wear and tear on your body. Just makes it more fun, makes you more consistent, more accurate, stay in rhythm better when you do all that, when you don't overswing, don't lose your balance. So we'd really like to have distance efficiency. There's a lot more to chew off than there is with speed training. When it comes to improving your technique, if you're a golfer, you're not going to pick up 15 miles an hour just by some magic change in your swing. It's unlikely to happen. I could see 5, but not 15. So remember all those things. We want to be distance efficient. Club head speed is one thing, but if you're not creating the distance from it, then it's a waste of your time. If you like it, this video, give me a like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you'll come watch another video of mine again soon. Thanks so much.